You will be learning a great deal of information in this DVD. Watch each scene carefully and replay as many times as needed. Now, let's begin by learning these 3 foundational recipes. Lynn Amel is a cereal created by Dr. Budwig, made from cracked flax seeds, honey, and a little milk powder. It's an important ingredient in her recipes, and it's also added to juices, wine, and champagne. But since it's only available in Germany, here's how you make your own Lynn Amel at home. You will need a 6:1 ratio of flax seeds to honey. So we have 6 teaspoons of whole flax seeds, 1 teaspoon of pure local honey, and a little milk powder is optional. Use a coffee grinder to grind the flax seeds, but only for about 5 to 8 seconds, since they should not turn to fine powder. Next, add the honey, and use a spoon to knead it into the ground flax seeds. The honey helps to protect the flax seeds, since without honey, they must be consumed within 10 to 15 minutes. But it also adds a great flavor. You might need a second spoon to scrape the seeds off the first one. Once all the particles are coated with honey, your basic Lynn Amel is ready. To make it like the original recipe, you may also add the milk powder. Now let's begin with the Oli Lux, Budwig's tasty alternative to butter, great in homemade salad dressings, soups and vegetables. You will need 125 ml of flaxseed oil, which must be cold, so we will refrigerate it before starting the recipe. 250 grams of coconut fat, 1 onion and 10 garlic cloves. Start by placing the flax oil in the freezer and let it cool for about 30 minutes. Add the coconut fat and a half-cut onion into a pot or frying pan and cook at 100 degrees Celsius for approximately 15 minutes. Remember, flax oil and Oli Lux should generally not be heated, but if so, only briefly. Dr. Budwig explains that when heating Oli Lux, according to her recipes, the sensitive unsaturated fatty acids in the flax oil are somewhat protected by the sulfhydryl group of spices. Add the garlic cloves and heat for an extra 3 to 5 minutes. Grab your cold flaxseed oil from the freezer and add it to a mixing bowl. Use a strainer to strain the oil into the bowl, then mix well and refrigerate. Here's a tip. In case you forgot to refrigerate the flax oil, let the hot coconut oil cool down before mixing. Letting it cool first will also make it safer to handle. The Oli Lux is used in many of her recipes. It smells and tastes wonderful, like an onion-flavored butter. The Lynn Amel Muesli is an essential part of the protocol. It must be prepared fresh daily for breakfast. It can also be prepared in many different ways according to taste. You will need 2 tablespoons of Lynn Amel or freshly grounded flax seeds, 3 tablespoons of flaxseed oil, 100 grams of organic low-fat cottage cheese or quark. You can also try kefir cheese made from cow or goat milk, or even make your own yogurt cheese at home. You might need 1 or 2 tablespoons of unpasteurized milk if the mixture turns out too thick. Remember, goat milk is easier to digest, so it's another option if needed. 1 tablespoon of pure raw honey, various flavorings like cinnamon, vanilla, lemon juice, orange juice, bananas, or any other combination. Half a cup to a cup of mixed fruits in season, especially berries, which contain ellagic acid. Now, ellagic acid protects you from cancer-causing substances, and it can also help eliminate cancer cells, stopping the growth of tumours. And omega-3 rich nuts like walnuts, Brazil nuts and macadamia nuts. Remember never to use peanuts. Peanuts are not allowed. Using any cup or bowl, we will be placing the Lynn Amel at the bottom, half of the cut fruits, the flax oil and cottage cheese mixture on top like a yogurt, and the rest of the fruits and nuts, so it will taste great and look great as well. To prepare the muesli, start only with the cottage cheese and flax oil. Mix them using an immersion blender. A regular blender won't work as the mixture will get stuck under the blades. Be careful not to splash the oil as you mix. You could also stir the mixture with a spoon before blending to prevent splashing. Mix it for about 1 minute until the cream is smooth and the oil has been completely absorbed. If after a minute of mixing the mixture is too thick or the oil has not disappeared, add 1 or 2 tablespoonfuls of milk, but never add water or juices when blending the oil with the cheese, which are the most important ingredients. Here's why. All patients need good, high-quality fats. The electron-rich fats in flaxseed oil, combined with the sulfur-rich protein in the cheese, produces a chemical reaction, making these fats water-soluble and easy to assimilate. This lets your body repair its cell membranes and bring oxygen back to the cell. The healthy, oxygenated cells will flourish in an oxygen-rich environment, and the cancerous cells will starve. This concept is supported by the research of Dr. Otto Warburg, a Nobel Prize-winning biochemist and doctor. Now, add the honey and mix it well. For faster results with the protocol, add less honey when mixing the muesli, or avoid the sweeter items altogether. Add flavors such as cinnamon, vanilla, pure cocoa, shredded coconut, sugar-free apple sauce, or lemon juice, to name a few ideas. Serve the mixture on top of the Lynn Amel and fresh fruits. You may garnish with the rest of the fruit and a few nuts on top. It's always fun to try new flavors and combinations, so we will later show you a tasty variation of this basic recipe.